So you're an ambitious person, you see people making money online, and you think, hey, I could take a shot at this too. If these guys can do it, I can do it. But you probably have dived in and maybe you've started an SMMA, drop shipping store, all the different ways you can make money online, and realized it's not that simple and it's a little bit more difficult than you initially thought. And to be honest, this is perfectly normal to feel. David and I felt the same way when we started our business, but if we had let those feelings get in the way, we never would have built our agency to the 7-figure level, which it's at today. So somebody just asked us in Growth Club, which is our exclusive community on School, how do you get past these hurdles? So now that you've made it, you've built a successful agency, it's easy to look back and just say, work harder, right? But how did you actually go about building this business when times were tough, when people weren't picking up the phone, when it was difficult to schedule those appointments, and even when you got them, it was hard to close that deal and actually make money? So as we went through that grind, really one mental shift helped us and got us through that dark time. And it's not positive thinking and gratitude. While those things are important, and I try to write down things that I'm grateful for on a daily basis, that wouldn't push me through and get me to the next level. See, often we're motivated by one of two things. Either we're being pulled towards a goal that we truly want to achieve, or contrast to that, we're trying to run away from something negative that's pushing us away from where we were in the past to where we want to go. And really this shift of thinking negative is what honestly pushed us each and every day when the times got tough. See, I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you're just in high school, maybe you've graduated college, you're working corporate America, and you don't want to be in that rat race. You want to move on from that or never get into it in the first place. And for me, I was in the corporate space for quite some time. So was David. And we were burnt out. We were sick of it. And we truly realized that we were just a cog in the wheel. The job that we were doing was very replaceable. And at the end of the day, we really felt like we were only giving 30%. Like there was so much more in the tank that we could be putting into our work, but there wasn't any incentive. There was no point in doing so because we didn't own anything at the end of the day. So even when the times got tough, I would think back to where I was, or at least what could happen if everything fails. And I know that sounds dark, but that is what's going to push you at the end of the day and really light a fire under you and make you put in those late hours, send those extra emails, make that additional call when everyone has said no and hung up on you. This kind of thinking is going to push you to take things to the next level. See, I didn't want to go into a job where it took me 45 minutes to commute, 15 minutes to walk from my car to the building, punch in, sit there for hours and hours under fluorescent lighting, get a small lunch break, work until 6 or 7 p.m., walk another 15 minutes back to my car, drive back another 45 minutes. I mean, by the end of the day, you're just completely exhausted. I wanted to be location independent. I wanted to build a life that was outside of that corporate machine. And I would look at some of my friends, family members, nobody was doing these things. Nobody was thinking this way. And I think deep down, they wanted to make these moves, but they didn't know how. And starting a business online or starting a business in general seemed way too far-fetched, way too risky. If I think back to the things that really held me back from starting a business, is I wanted to have a 401k. I wanted to have health insurance. I wanted to have all these benefits that come with a cushy job. But now, with our agency, David and I pay for our own health insurance through our business. We have 401ks, we have retirement plans, Roth IRAs. These things that we were so afraid to give up, we're able to supply for ourselves. And if you really break it down, think about the things that are holding you back. And quite often you'll find that it's not really that big of a deal. Health insurance, okay, yeah, it's expensive, but at what cost? Staying at this job that I hate, working for this manager that could care less about my health, my well-being, my mental health. It's not worth it. So when I remember sitting at my laptop 12:30 at night, 1 in the morning, trying to dig up lead lists, trying to find business owners that I can contact for our social media marketing agency, I would think back to what is the alternative? What am I running away from? If I don't do this, what is going to be my situation? And it would be right back to where I was, unhappy, unfulfilled, and I did not want that. Another thing you need to start doing is acting as if you're already running a successful agency. What would a successful CEO be doing? How would they manage their time? Would they just be scrolling endlessly through social media? Would they be watching Netflix? Or would they have a regimen and follow their calendar to a T, 9 to 5 every single day? And if you work 9 to 5 or you go to school and you really need to be working from 7 to 10 or 7 to 12 at night, adjust your schedule, but make slots and commit to them each and every day. One of my first mentors, as I was getting started in sales, walked me down the aisle of my peers and told me, you know what the difference is between the people that make over 6 figures and the folks that just make the bare minimum? I said, no, what? Tell me. I'm eagerly wanting to know because I wanted to make a lot of money as well. And she said, the people that meticulously track what they're doing and when, and have a schedule and a calendar for every hour, they've got a block. At this time, I'm prospecting. At this time, I'm following up with cold emails. At this time, I've got a pitch. At this time, I'm doing research for tomorrow. And they follow it meticulously every single day. Those are the people that are successful. And the ones that are just winging it, they're showing up to work every day and just hoping for the best, having positive thinking, those are the ones that are barely making it and probably going to get fired at the end of the day. And you could see that when we're walking down the cubicle aisle, you could see people's calendars pinned up on their desk. You could see it on their computer. And the ones that were killing it had a full schedule. And the ones that weren't were just winging it. So you need to start operating, even though you may not have a successful agency right now. Maybe you don't have 15 calls lined up in the next 2 days. But what you can do is start to time block things in 45-minute chunks, 1-hour chunks. Hey, I'm going to prospect at the end of the day and build a list of companies that I can contact tomorrow morning. So once tomorrow morning hits at 9 a.m., I'm not endlessly looking on social media. I'm not going on Google trying to find contacts and really just making excuses to do the work. I've already got my list in front of me. Boom. I just need to send those DMs, send those emails, make those calls, and stick to it. And it's all about just taking that first step at the end of the day. It's so easy to procrastinate and not do the work, but if you just put one foot in front of the other, dedicate yourself to doing the basic things that you know you should be doing, you can build your business and be successful in this space. Is it easy? No. And if it was, everybody would be an entrepreneur, but the majority of people are not cut out for this. And the reason why I believe you can do this is because you're watching a video like this. You're tapped into content like this. You're not watching the trending video right now on YouTube. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to grow, and that's important. And the last tip I'll give you is to really surround yourself with like-minded individuals, people who are trying to build something alongside you. I know I struggled with this when we first started this agency. There wasn't a lot of communities. There wasn't really courses or things that I could join, meetups. They just didn't exist at the time. And if I didn't have my business partner, David, it would have been really tough for me to just do this on my own and be mentally tapped in all the time. So because of those struggles that we had in the past, we built a very special community called Growth School. So Growth School is our premium community on School. We've got it discounted right now at a very low rate. You can get in for $47 a month at the time of recording this video. So if you click the link in the description, you'll be able to get in at a very low cost, and you can cancel at any time. We've got courses that you can't get access to anywhere else. We've got how to run paid ads for your agency. We had 4 calls today, one at 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, and 5:30 today. Just looking over at my second monitor here from purely paid ads. Clients that want to work with us, and we're not hustling, trying to find them, cold call them, DM. They're coming to us, and it's a much easier close. I've got a whole program within Growth School that breaks down our funnel, the ads, a downloadable asset that you can have, a one-click install into Go High Level. David breaks down his entire wealth mastery program in the course, which is something that he's accumulated over the past 15 years. And if I didn't follow a lot of David's financial advice, I wouldn't be owning my home right now. So I owe a lot of credit to the things that he's taught me, and he's broken it down quite effectively in that program. Additionally, we have Growth School exclusive. So each day we are posting in there exclusive videos that you're not going to find on YouTube. You're not going to find in any other community, that we break down problems and solutions that we're finding in our agency. You know, that plaque behind me, it's not there for our course. It's there for our agency. So Vital Traffic Labs, we processed over $1 million through one funnel, running these paid ad strategies that I just described. And we're greatly proud of it. It's very, very important. It should be important to you as well, because anybody can go on here, close 5 deals, and then spin up a course or a community. But we're actually in the trenches working alongside you. So when there's algorithm shifts, there's changes in the marketplace, we're adapting and updating you guys as we react to it as well. So if you're interested, check out Growth School. It's basically our Patreon community where we give exclusive videos, and it's more access to us as well. So check that out. I've got the description in the link below, but hopefully that gives you some motivation, some tools to overcome the inevitable frustrations when you're trying to start a business online. And if you're looking for some tactical advice on how to start an agency, check out this video here where in under 30 minutes, I show you everything you need to know to start this business. I'll see you over there.